then Sundays I typically work the entire day.
But a lot of people leave a state with high taxes. They start making a lot of money. Now, Ryan, can you share a little bit about your routine? Do you have a morning routine where I know you work out?
Yeah.
And do you work Saturdays and Sundays?
Yes. I mean, I work every day, but my morning routine Monday through Friday is I wake up at about, depending on the day, but let's say on average I'll wake up at 5 a.m. In the gym by 5:30, 5:45. I answer emails beforehand, kind of get everything ready. I work out till about 7, again, depending on the day and where my first appointment is. Get ready, kiss the baby if the baby's awake, say hello to my wife, run off to work. My first appointments are typically like 8 to 8:30 in the morning. But I'm always working. Like I'm always on calls, doing emails because my life is dictated now by the phone.
Yeah.
I like to start my day in the office because I get to prep everything and kind of get a handle on everything. And then I'm in appointments every 15 minutes to every half hour, give or take, for the entirety of the day. And then I typically have some sort of dinner or event in the evening. I intermittent fast, so I don't think about food typically until about 12 or 3, depending on the day. And then I will go home, answer emails. The baby's typically in bed, say hi to my wife, pass out by like 11-ish, let's say, wake up and do it all over again. Saturdays, I'll work out sometime in the mornings or sometimes in the afternoons, but it just depends on the day. And I try to hang out with the baby as much as I can and my wife on Saturdays, but sometimes I will go into the office for an hour or two just to clean email. I'm a big believer in inbox zero, and just to stay on top of things. And then Sundays I typically work the entire day, unless there's something else going on. That's like my typical breakdown.
You said Sundays you work. You work all day.
Yeah.
Sundays.
Yeah. Open houses, appointments.
Okay.
I'm a residential real estate broker. My schedule is dictated by everybody else. I mean, the office is my happy place. Like
Yeah.
I really like to work. I think if anyone asked me like the difference between me and everybody else, like I don't just like making money. Like I really like working. Like I like thinking about work. I like doing work.
I love that, yeah.
I'm incentivized by work. Like I enjoy hustling for work. I enjoy solving problems, like planning my week, creating to-do lists. Like I think a lot of the things about work that people don't like, thank God for me, I'm pre-wired to actually enjoy them.
Yeah.
So like it sounds crazy and people always call me crazy, but like if my wife gives me 2 hours on a Saturday to myself, I will 100% be in the office. It is by far my happy place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of fun with work. What do you do for fun other than work? Besides the gym? Do you like going out, drinking,
no
dinners?
No, I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I try to do as few dinners as I possibly can. My business has been built on the machine of the business itself.
Yeah.
And I try to do as many of my appointments as I can during the day. I used to. When I first started in this business, I was like, oh man, all these agents are getting all this business because they're going out at night, they're partying, they're clubbing. And I tried that. Nothing good ever happens after midnight. Like nothing good ever. Like those guys then don't call you, right? Like
in LA, it's after 10. Here, it's after midnight.
Yeah. So it's like then too late, and then I can't work out in the morning, and I'd be too tired. Like it just wasn't good for kind of my business model, and I just didn't enjoy it. I enjoy being in New York and just crushing it every day.
You being so young, so successful, do you ever think, and you answered this question already, but a lot of people leave a state with high taxes. They start making a lot of money. They're young. How did you go through a learning curve? Like the first time you made a lot of money, because when you started, you were obviously not making a lot of money, but then you had maybe your second year, you made a ton of money, and then you just kept making more. Now you have a huge team. Like how did you learn all that process?
I mean, honestly, when I got my first paycheck ever from the soap opera, because that was like my first job as Evan Walsh IV on As the World Turns. My first paycheck on that, I got it, and it was the first time I'd ever not been paid cash, because everything I'd done growing up, contractors work, laborers, I worked on a ranch, like I just did manual labor.
Yeah.
You get paid in like a check or cash. So my first job was a paycheck, and I thought I was going to make, it was like supposed to be like $820 or something for the day's work, and it was like $530. And I remember calling my dad and being like, what the fuck? Where's all the money? What's fika? Like, what are all these? Why am I paying for these other people's shit? Like, this is so messed up.
Yeah.
And I was so upset. And my dad was like, I've been telling you your whole life, and no one pays attention until you actually have to sit there and pay those taxes. And you're like, God damn it. And I appreciate, the police and the fire department and everything that the city offers me. So I understand. And I've been to places around the world where people don't pay their taxes and it's a shit show.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it. But at the end of the day, if someone were going to offer me, $300 million tomorrow, would I move? Probably.
Yeah.
Would probably, like the rest of like a lot of our clients right now, moving to Florida or Texas. Florida, Texas, even New Hampshire, right, where you don't pay kind of state, local income taxes. Like it's, there's a kind of a boon for business, right?